Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you Friday, August the 12th, the year's 2022. Let's talk trading. It's time for the weekly wrap up. As always, these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. So we'll take a quick peek at the monthly chart. You can see we're 53, almost 54 pips below the monthly open, 182 off the high, and 107 pips off the low. We are red for the month right now. Now, we were green for the month, but things can change and change quickly. For the week, we're 41 pips, now 44 pips above the weekly open. So we're green for the week. And you can see here we've taken out the pivot. And for those of you following the weekly opening gap, all the gaps have filled this week. Interesting day today. We started out in the opening range for the month. And as you can see, we plummeted through the bottom of that range, and we also wound up in the monthly range for the week. I'm sorry, the opening range for the week. So this is the opening range for the month. We started in, we came out. This is the opening range for the week, and we've plummeted inside there, punching through the 2137. So for you horizontal line traders who like the opening ranges, as you can see here, there were pips to be made. We are 1,413 pips off of the yearly open. As you can see here, the numbers changing as I speak. We're moving up and down here. Once again, the day is red, as we can see here. Yesterday was an inside bar. We broke out of that at the 2181 level. We had a weekly inside bar from 7 weeks ago, and we broke out of that low level 2160. And if you look over here, you can see this 2160 level has been playing significance over these past few weeks here. So simple horizontal line trade, just noting these areas and taking advantage. Oh, we just had news come out. I think it was consumer sentiment or something was good for the U.S. dollar, which pushed the pound down about 30 or 40 pips. We'll see that in a minute. Range for the day is 116. Note we only have 6 pairs over 100 in range. The buy zone gave a signal here. We had a couple of shorts, and that last short here at the 2188. Looking here at the rat zone, it's time for the green rats to start feasting. And we'll just have to wait and see. Wait for a signal to get a reversal. And if you're looking at the H1 chart, you can see right here, this was a lowest H1 open. Right here, we went through it, came back above. So that trigger, I believe, was at 2110. So you'd be about 5-6 pips to the good right now, taking the trigger to the north. Near the pivot, the bias was short. Bambino flex indicator pointed for shorts. So everything pretty much pointed to short. Price near the pivot here, short. So the pivot trading plan with the Bambino flex proved to be profitable. I'm not sure what that level is. Oh, that's the weekly pivot right here. We'll see that in a moment. We took out the daily, barely took it out, but we took it out. Whoops. And that weekly pivot, we've taken that out, and we've taken out the monthly pivot. So the only targets now are just the dailies. And also, I'd mentioned before, I love the H4 pivot. We had news a couple days ago, Wednesday, shot the price up, and that was a nice return bar. Price hasn't quite gotten there. We'll see if it does or not. We've got an open H4 pivot here, so that's a near time target. We've already taken out this H4 pivot. In and out of the upper wick zone, in and out of the lower wick zone. Weekly range, smart range, 230 for the week, which is the 33 percentile for the last 12 weeks. So 230, it's tight range. We are going to form a new weekly inside bar unless something happens between now and the end of the day. We didn't break out of the upside. We didn't break out of the downside, so that's why we have an inside bar. High minus close. The moment, 157. Close minus low, 74 for the rats. The buy zone traders, high minus open 210, open minus low 20. So both ends paid off trading across that weekly open. And you can see the day range, 41 percentile, 116 yesterday, and 3 days ago were both muted at 67 pips. So it was definitely looking for a breakout situation there. Walmart lines paying off once again. There's only 1 hour here. 3 hours ago, muted hour. You can see here though in the next hour we had downside move, upside move. Walmart created an outside bar. Last hour created an inside bar, but you started pretty much at the 2110, rocketed up, actually went 30 pips through 2140. Then news came out, plummeted all the way back down to almost the, actually it did, it cracked the double zero to 20.99 and bounced, and that's where we're sitting right now. Somebody asked me about the templates. I'm just wondering which template you wanted, because the thing about my templates, I use a bunch of my donational indicators, so a template could have like 2 or 3 different years of indicators, so it really wouldn't help you that much. I'm showing you the indicators here because somebody wanted to know about the price action high-low indicator. And that's what these arrows inside of the circles. So just based on price action, it gives you a bias. Oh, and also I'm going to ask you traders a favor once again. Please click the thumbs up, the like button on the YouTube video, so maybe YouTube will move me higher up when they start showing trading charts, because for some, I guess, just not getting enough views and likes. So if you could spread them around, I would appreciate it. Then some people say they'd rather keep it a secret so they can make the money and other people don't, but let's be nice and share, right? And you can see here just from the colors, we got a lot of red happening, only 2 green hours out of the last 10 hours. Okay, we've got the higher low, lower high. Right now we're sitting on the daily. There's a one ball here, but you can see it called for a Oh, this is the dollar yen. It called for a long here at 133.17, 50 pips to the good. Let's put this back on the pound. On the daily, we had a lower high a while ago, and then that higher low yesterday, price failed to close above it, so that short would be worth 120 some pips right now. Normally, we trade this on the 1 minute or 5 minute, but it's just going to show how you can use this in your trading. Here we had a long trigger at 2106. Price ran all the way up to about where it is now, 17, pulled back. And you can see it's now starting to go back up. This 1 minute bar is a return bar. I'd look for price to come back into this area. It may or may not. Okay, so looking at the range by month, 290 pips so far in August. So we'll probably need to expand by roughly 100 pips, I would imagine. Maybe a little bit more. We can switch over. And so we're at 290. And we can look at the ATR. And I just thought of something. I should probably put range over ATR to see what percent we are. I can add that to the indicator. I should probably make that. So 463, we were 290. So you see we've got about 170 pips to go to get to the ATR. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Okay, looking here at the trade reminder, we can see for the month we're 257 pips away from the EMA 5, which is indicator 2. We're inside that lower wick zone still. We're above the previous midpoint. Higher high, higher low. So that indicates we're going up. And then we drop down to the weekly to get some information here. We're 27 pips away from the EMA 5. We percent range of ATR. Well, that just changed about we went above the weekly pivot. Let's see, lower high, higher low, inside bar indication there. So that pretty much wraps it up. I don't think there was any other questions out there. So I am going to wish you a fun and safe weekend. I hope you had a profitable week and you're having a profitable month so far. And not sure what we'll talk about next week. Walmal's back. Oh, by the way, it's Walmal's birthday, so if you can contact him, wish him a happy birthday, that'd be nice. Or just post a comment either on the Facebook group or the in the YouTube comments there. Just let him know that you wish him a happy birthday. So, fellow traders, come back next week. When you're sitting down at your trading platform, always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.